how much would you love to be able to see colors, pictures, shapes, and words blindfolded with your eyes closed? And that would be amazing. I think maybe you pay money for it. I don't know what the practical use of it is, but that would be great if it wasn't fraud, which is what we're getting into today. Now, today we're looking at these psychic gurus, these grifters that claim that they can, while blindfolded, see shapes and colors. Now, that would be fine if it's just a parlor trick. Look, I used to be a magician and be in the sleight of hand. I'll show you. Right here, guys, is actually one of David Blaine's cool decks of cards. It's the White Lion, and I haven't done. It's been a little bit since I've done sleight of hand, but I'm aware of that kind of world, and I know a trick when I see it. And I think I'd brush past this one if it was just someone going to podcast, which we're going to be checking out very shortly here. And this person, her name is Dahlia Burgoyne, I think is how you pronounce it. And she's not the owner of this company. The company is Seen Without Eyes, and they claim to have this ability called Mindsight, where you can have your eyes closed and you can see things that blindfolded. Like, for an example, you'll see in a second, I could hold this in front of the camera and she could say, oh, it says playing cards and there's red and white on in a lion. But she does that while blindfolded. That would be fine if she didn't claim that she was able to get a person who was born blind to see colors and shapes. Not only that, but they're selling courses, and I couldn't find any public information how much the courses are. I did do some research, and I had ChatGPT help me to give me just a little guess on what it thinks of an estimate, and it estimates that entry level could be $100 to $300. Full training would be $1,000 to $2,500 US dollars, and private mentoring is $3,000 to $5,000. Tends to be that way for this kind of thing, but that's all I could find. And you'll see this company is really sketchy. Now, I'm not trying to hate on them. If somehow they were to prove that this is true, I'd be more than happy to be wrong. But this really bothers me when they're selling courses and they're claiming they got someone who is blind to be able to see colors, shapes, and words. That is a little bit beyond an innocent parlor trick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is the video in question. And we're going to be skipping through this. This is on Danny Jones' podcast. Let's get into this. There's kind of a lot to unpack
here.
What
I can do right now. Let me see if I can see behind me. I'm just curious because the ones
Steve,
behind me...
you want to grab some of these and hold them up behind her and see if she can see them? Help her out.
Yeah.
Well, this one right here is a closed square.
Yeah, that's a black square.
Okay, let me shake. This is a closed circle?
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
See, okay, I found this on Reddit too, and I saw people were super skeptical, and they were saying the same things I was. Now, what's interesting, by the way, is the comments on this video are not as skeptical. So I thought that was a bit interesting. And I'm not trying to hate on these people for no reason. I just think if you're selling a course and you're claiming you got someone blind to be able to see colors, shapes, and words, that's a bold claim, and that would be pretty disgusting if you're using parlor tricks in line, because they're selling this like it's an actual psychic ability, that they can feel and use Mindsight. Ooh, cool, magic. And here's my suspicion. They're actually, let me switch. There is a trick in magic where the magician has a blindfold on and they have these adhesive, like little sticky things on their eyes, and they're able to see all sorts of angles around blindfolds. So when you see magicians with blindfolds and they can guess a number or a card or something, they can actually see it. It depends on the angles.
I also have one here and one up. I have two up here too. And
Wow.
So yeah, so that one was the clear. I probably could have seen over here too, but I'm like, I don't want to mess it up right now. But
So these are like medical eye patches or something, right?
yeah, so they kind of tape your eyes shut. Hopefully, some days I see much better than others, so we'll see.
Is there a certain part of your field of view around your head that you can see the best? Is it always right in front?
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah,
Because it seemed like the eyeballs have nothing to do with it.
They shouldn't, but I do. I recommend.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
So
right now,
that's a good point you bring up. They shouldn't, and
can't see anything. Like I've
Yeah, okay. So I was just saying to make sure she moved on. She kind of moved on from that question pretty quickly. So for these magic tricks, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I know is that's the whole point is peeking when you're doing these mentalism tricks is you get peaks and then you pretend to not know something for a while. And you might know, like, let's say you're trying to guess they're holding up an object and it's a pack of cards. And you would get a peek as much as 5 minutes before you do the reveal, but you act like that you're trying to figure it out way, way after. It's almost like that's what she does, is when she's bringing something over, she's getting a peek at it. And also keep in mind,
conditioned myself to not.
to get a peek, you would want gaps right here, which looks a little weird to me. And keep in mind, this person's selling courses for thousands of dollars and claiming that if you're blind that you can see shapes and colors. So that's not a good claim to make, and I do not like that.
How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
How many fingers am I holding up now?
It's 1. See, the windows are kind of small, but
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a stack of books here
Okay,
that you have not seen. I'm gonna keep them under the desk.
come on, open. Oh, they're starting to open. Yay. Okay.
All right.
Okay, hopefully I can see. Okay, let's.
She's just moving her head. She's moving her head an awful a lot, and this is why magic tricks like this work, is because it doesn't look like she should be able to see it. And like I suppose I'm open to be disproven. My suspicion is not so much about, I'm not attacking her for this by itself. It's the fact that she is selling courses and claiming to give blind people abilities to see.
Area 51.
Why is she's
it
like,
says,
why is she looking around like that? There's no need. If you can use your eyes, you shouldn't be able to be like, it's area 51. Like, you know what I mean? It looks strange to me. I think that's a big red flag, is how she's looking around using her head.
what did that say? Something top secret military base.
Yep, that's right.
Mm.
My God.
Okay, so this one is windows open.
This one is, I
It
definitely
says mother of.
am not looking at the book. It's Mother of God.
It's starting to open more. I'm starting to see on both sides now. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Yay.
This
now
is a weird word, so this might be
okay.
this will test you.
This one says Sataneon.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Holy shit. That's insane.
And that says chaos. Charles Manson.
I want to point out something here, and this will be a point of interest to my point. And if you notice, he's not holding up the book when she's supposed to be reading it. I think it kind of slips through the cracks a little bit here, because let's go back a little bit. She starts saying what the book is as he's bringing it up, and if her head is tilted up, that does give her a line of sight to see it. And that is assuming that is exactly how it's done, is she can see it through the peripheral visions, which is how it's done in magic, by the way. That's how those parlor tricks are done with mentalism magicians. If you've seen Oz Perlman, he does some peaks, but I won't get into that. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I know. But look.
It's insane.
It looks like possibly she could read it as he's bringing it up, which would be easy to read. She probably couldn't read it if it was right in front of her face. Look.
And that says chaos. Charles Manson.
You can read it through your fingers. She said it
If I
before
held
you.
this behind your head, would you be able to see it?
Right now, not so good. I can see the back windows. I can see colors and shapes best right now because I don't use them enough.
Interesting. She says she cannot see it behind her head, but she can see colors and shapes. And we're going to get into that very soon. I think that's very interesting, that you conveniently can see things that are in your peripheral vision for your eyes, but when it comes to behind you, you just magically can't see it because you're not in tune with it. I don't know what the point of this podcast is, because I feel like for her and this company, and she's not the owner of the company, I think his name is Rob Freeman. It started in 2017, by the way. It's a new company. This is pretty risky. And by the way, they have no concrete evidence that this works. They don't have any controlled experiments, no controlled rooms for the experiments. In other words, they have people outside of the company or in a casual setting like this that want to legitimately prove that it's true, so they don't care about offending these people. They will figure out if it's true or not. There's been no scientific documentation. There's a lack of verifiable resources for this whole thing, this Mindsight, which is apparently this ability, and it's really strange. Yeah, see, now she can't read the small words. It's like the big words. That's a little suspicious. I want to skip this a little bit because there's an interesting part in here. Let's take a look. It's where he starts putting things behind her head where it completely collapses. Here we go.
The window?
Yeah, hold it in front of you, Steve.
Okay, can you move?
I know right here that she is probably really nervous because this is where this could all go completely wrong because this is outside of her vision.
Move it around because moving helps. Oh, I'm seeing.
Moving helps. What does moving help? So it can accidentally get right in a sliver of her, her vision, her line of sight. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean to her personally. It's just, I think that's, if you're going to sell something like this and you're going to claim that you can give blind people abilities to see, I just think that's disgusting. It sounds like a pyramid scheme. Well, not a pyramid scheme, but it sounds like fraud to me. I'm just telling it like it is. That's what this appears to be. I don't believe any of this, but
Something, but is it like, can you move it again?
He's moving it.
I'm definitely seeing it, but I can't make it out right now. Is it like blue or green?
No.
Oh, it's not, huh?
My shirt is blue.
Oh,
Maybe he's in, yeah.
can I hold it and? Oh, then I'm gonna know the shape, but
Yeah, then you know what it is.
well, I still don't know what it is, but I see it, but I can't tell what it is.
if you can see, look, okay, if you can see it, but you can't tell what it is, you can't see it. Okay, like you either can see it or you can't. If it was, I don't understand. She's trying to claim that her psychic abilities allows her to, without seeing, be able to. This is kind of a stupid statement. Without seeing, she's able to see things in front of her, but not behind her. So, it's just. I feel like this is where this whole thing falls apart, is when it's behind her head, because she did not bring this up, by the way. She even said early on that she's not in tune with this. It's because it doesn't exist. You can't see behind your head. And I think these guys in the podcast just wanted to test it.
Yeah, I can't tell what it is. What is it? Well, I guess I'll just look.
It's just a pyramid. It's a
Okay.
white. It's a white pyramid.
It's white. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So sometimes in my back windows, if you give me like words or something, I can know exactly what it says, and if I look at it, it looks like Greek, and it's very weird. Or certain shapes too, like or no, I can see shapes pretty well, but it'll look not like specifically Greek, but I'll put it behind me, and
Can you like if we hold something that's a specific color, will you be able to tell what color it is?
yeah, for the most part. Let's try that again.
For the most part.
Pick
So she
something
claims that
that's
she
a
can
very
see it.
unique, or just a color, something that has.
Oh yeah, I got you.
See with
Contrast
different
color.
masks.
It's there.
This is what I'm talking about right here. The fact that her first instinct, and she can definitely hear this guy next to her, and she knows he's standing next to her, is her first instinct is to look here. And I always think it's when people try to lie, they over-explain things. And you can also tell by their instincts, the way people move. Some people are extra stiff, or they end up acting weird, they over-explain. The fact that her first instinct is to really quickly turn her head to where the phone is just tells me that's what she does is glance. Like, that is her instinct when it comes to this performance of trying to convince people of Mindsight, is she moves her head. All I'm saying is that's what it looks like to me.
Like I'm seeing. Can I hold it again?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like red?
Let her hold it.
Red. What's the excuse? What are they going to say? There's some red on the TV, and she's like, oh, yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe it was clouding my judgment.
See, now it's got.
That's a different color.
Yeah, see, that's not a good one.
Is
Steve.
this
That's his phone, but
It's
he
a
had.
phone case. But
Okay.
This is the side with the color.
okay? This side I'm seeing more.
You can't see it because you can never see it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it right now. Do you have like a? I wish I had brought a bunch of colorful things.
See, this is, you know what? This is what you do with things like this. You risk it and go into a podcast, and when something doesn't go right, you just say, well, you know, it's a little bit of an off day for my psychic abilities. You know, I was sick last week, feeling kind of under the weather. It's kind of coming back to me. But don't worry, like, you know, I can see it when it's in front of my face, but I can normally see it back here. Believe me, trust me, just trust me on this one. But I just can't today for some reason. A little weird.
There you go.
Can you move it around?
It's a complex shape.
All right, I'm back. I got myself an iced coffee, and look what they wrote. They wrote, "You're awesome" on my coffee. If it was her coffee, they would write, "You're a fraud." Anyway, that was a stupid joke.
Oh my, that's so weird. I'm not getting it today.
Oh, don't worry, guys. She's not getting it today. It's a little bit of an off day. Feeling a little under the weather. We just twist it around. Hey guys, let me just sense the cards. I can't really see it. Let me try to like twist it around so I can try and see what the cards are. To me, it just seems like it's a lot of antics and it's a performance. That's just what it looks like to me.
It's so weird. I'm seeing it, but I can't make out the color.
Oh,
It's like
guys, it's
black
weird.
and
She's
white right
seeing
now.
it, but she can't make out the color.
Watch,
What a
it'll come in
coincidence.
in like 2 minutes.
Must be the wind. There must be something in the air in the
Yeah, I'm not
podcast.
seeing the color right now. Let's see what it is.
Take your blindfold off.
Well, yeah, I see it now.
Oh, you can see it now?
Yeah, in the front because I brought it to the front.
It's a glue gun.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
yeah, I can.
Guys,
Yeah.
isn't that crazy? She can't see it behind her head, but when she sees it in front of her where her eyes are, she can see it. That's insane. I'm so convinced. You know what? I'm going to drop some good hard-earned greenbacks on her courses. Greenbacks is money. It's a stupid old term for it.
If it's in the front, I could tell you everything. It's the ones back here that are. Yeah, I'm still not seeing that.
Most of
color.
us don't have eyes in the back of our heads. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's the back windows are just tricky sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I'll do it on stage. Here you go. I'll do it on stage, and like sometimes.
Well, on stage, do you hear that? She can do it on stage. That sounds like a magic performance. You perform mentalism on stage because it's a controlled setting, and you can probably have objects prepared or a bunch of different ways to get that information. That's how magic works. But that's just weird to me. You're selling this like it's an actual ability. You can get blind people to see shapes and colors, but you're doing stage performances. Come on. Here is their website right here. It's Vision Without Eyes, and this is what it is. Join us. They're from Orlando, clearly. We can read this real quick. This is their intro. In general, the younger you are, the faster it happens. We are all born with an incredible innate ability to see and read without using our eyes. It is a remarkable God-given gift, just like learning to read, write, or do math. Everyone has the right to unlock this extraordinary skill. While some schools teach it with their own unique twist, often mixing in religious beliefs, this amazing practice is on the brink of becoming mainstream, ready to embrace by parents and taught in schools everywhere. All I'm saying is, what's the practical use for seeing shapes and colors with your eyes closed? I mean, if it was real, it's cool, I guess, but it's nothing more than a trick. What's the use for it? Why are we selling this? It says right here, many ask you to sign NDAs to keep their techniques under wraps, but we firmly believe that everyone deserves the right to learn and share this knowledge freely. Our vision is not only to empower sighted individuals to see blindfolded, but also to uplift blind individuals and those facing significant vision challenges, helping them unlock their incredible mindsight. So this is the part I do not like, is claiming that you can help blind people see. That's a bold claim that screams fraud to me. Let's get into a few things here. Number one, her name is Dahlia Burgoyne, I believe. She is a practitioner, author, and trainer who promotes Mindsight. So she's just a trainer, though. She's not the founder. Rob Freeman is the founder, and he founded it in 2017. And I wrote down some red flags that I want to share with you guys. Number one is it's an extraordinary claim with weak scientific backing that someone can see without eyes, and it makes it even a bolder claim when there is no robust peer-reviewed study, there is no experiments, there's not anything to confirm this is true other than their own people, which is not sufficient to make anyone believe this is true, especially if you're selling courses on this. And the demonstrations don't have any publicly documented strict controls. They're not any controlled, like a dark room. You know, they could do this in a dark room. There's been no evidence that they've done this in controlled experiments, dark rooms. They haven't had external people make sure there's no way she can peek. None of that's going on. So that does make me highly suspect that's a magic trick. There is a classic trick of a magician who is blindfolded and they can see something in front of them. It's just a trick. That's how all mentalism, mind reading, it's not a thing. It's all magic. Where that's Oz Perlman, David Blaine, it's all tricks, but it's cool. So on the site, there was a student named Robert Joffrey, I think, who is 100% blind, and they claim you can now see colors, letters, numbers, symbols, and picture cards with this Mindsight. But there is no publicly shown documented independent verification of that claim. No medical records, no controlled experiments. So it's just them claiming that someone who's blind can see these types of things. And by default, I suppose, you know, he doesn't need blindfolded because he's blind. But I'm not denying that this guy is blind. I just don't fully believe that he can see these things. He can get lucky sometimes, but you cannot see when you're blind, and you cannot claim to have someone who is blind and say that, look, with our methods, that's definitely not trickery. It's our little magic and psychic abilities. We made this blind person be able to see. So, hey, if you're blind, please give us money. No, that's fraud and that's lying. And that's one thing I'm not going to accept. And I think none of you are, is lying. You're deceiving people. Why? I don't understand. I don't know why no one's pointing this out in the comments. That's so strange to me that people just watch this and just instantly believe it. Maybe because it's cool and people want it to be true. But we can't be doing this. We can't be selling courses and ripping people off. There is a big distinction. If this was presented as purely a performance or some kind of a magic act, it would be cool. I love illusionists. I love David Blaine. I showed you. I have 2 books. You know what? Actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give myself some credibility like these people are. I should keep doing it because I haven't in a while. I have Practical Mental Effects. It's Animens, and it has a ton. I'm going to get a good view for you guys. It has a ton. I'm actually going to take these off. It has a ton of magic tricks. And look, I flipped to a page. This one right here is about seeing symbols. It's in this book. These tricks exist. Well, what have I found? I knew it was in here. And I have evidence. Would you look at that? What is that right there? A blindfolding... Holy fuck, I just broke my damn book. Holy shit. I just split my book on camera. That was not chill. Let me not hold it that way. A blindfolding trick. It's right here, guys. I'm telling you, they exist. Let me read the effect part down here. The performer borrows a deck of cards and states that he is about to do a test that should not be confused with card tricks or sleight of hand. It will be left to the audience as to what senses are employed by the performer in gaining subsequent knowledge. The working of the effect is so clean and obvious and free of trickery that this point being stressed at the start will emphasize it and will be remembered afterwards. Let me skip down. The performer now allows the assistant to blindfold him and lead to a distance of 30 or 40 feet, turning him so that when the action starts, he will have his back turned towards the assistant. When set, the performer says, reach into your pocket and draw out a card. The spectator does so. The performer names the card. Drop it, says the performer, and take out another. This is done again and again. The performer names it. There is only one of them left, isn't there? So, that probably kind of made no sense. It's in here. I have proof. I also have this book. It's Psychological Subsidies 1. And it's a... Holy shit, I'm going to break this book too. It's hardcover. And this one has a bunch of different mentalism effects. I'm actually... maybe I should prove it sometime. I'm actually... I know a ton of David Blaine tricks. I know some very advanced tricks. I've invented my own tricks. I love magic. Magic is so cool as an art form. Not if you're selling it as being as a real ability that you can buy like these people are. So, here's my proof. I know this video is getting long, but I just want to make sure I fit everything in here that needed to. Here's a playlist from Rob Freeman, which is the founder of Vision Without Seeing. And these are a bunch of seminars and just like training videos. And let's see, this is the guy who claims to be blind, day 92. Let's click on this one.
Color dice, is it? Red. It is red. Well done, Claudia. Let's go with the Nikolai card. My finger is pointing up at one of the symbols on that card. It's the card that has.
You notice, guys, how it's the same symbols. Remember when I don't know if it was in that book, one of the ones I showed you, they have certain symbols because they're easy to see at a glance, but it's just interesting that it's not a bunch of different, like, it's not like an illustration of an elephant or a stick figure. It's square, circle. And I know they said shapes, but they're making it convenient for themselves. That's all I'm saying.
Has 7 across and 4 down, plus square across your screen, back and forth. Which one is it?
Here's another thing. He's not saying what color is it. He's saying what color is it out of these few, which he said red, green, yellow, or blue. And here is my concern right here of all of this. Is this comment. My father is blind. I want to learn this technique so I can teach me. Where can I get it? I live in Ethiopia. That is my concern. It's halfway presented as a magic trick. And remember, in this podcast, she said that she does this on stage, which sounds like a magic performance. And you have people watching these videos online wanting to buy it, and they're probably a few hundred to a few $1,000s, and they're teaching this like it's an actual thing, like it's not tricks. Okay? No matter to what degree this is, whether it's peaks or what method they're using, there's different methods for the same trick. Either way, it's not a psychic ability. It doesn't make someone who's blind see. I'm open to being proven wrong. Big difference. When you're doing it for show and saying, I have this cool thing I figured out, let me get some testing, let me do some controlled experiments, let me talk to some people, maybe get an actual academic or a real publication. But no, all this is just her going on podcasts trying to sell courses and convincing people you can get the Mindsight ability. I saw this on Reddit, and I just want to point this out to you guys. It felt very important to me because one thing I cannot stand is liars, cheaters, and frauds. I think that's terrible. I think it's essentially stealing from people. You're lying, you're deceiving people, and I truly believe this is fraud. Now, what I'm not saying is to go send hate to these people. What I'm not saying is to harass these people. These kind of psychic gurus have been around for a long time. It's not the first time this has happened. Happens all the time, and people make money any way they can. And clearly they're getting clients for it. So anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day.